Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you all. Guys, we're back, as I promised last week, where James Arthur has just dropped an incredible album called Bittersweet Love. We've been campaigning, we've been pushing, he got number one. Let's go, come on. So I said last week I was going to go through every single song in his album and do a live reaction. So we did last week's, which was amazing. And then I noticed that James released Free Falling. Now, this is an incredible song as well, and I've listened to it multiple amount of times, but I haven't seen the official video yet. So, without further ado, let's get into this. I'm a massive James Arthur fan. Can't wait to talk about it. So, let's crack on, and I hope you enjoy this video as much as I'm going to. Let's do it.
Maybe I'm free falling. Maybe I'm out of time. Tell me I'm worth something.
Wow.
Maybe they're right about me. Maybe I've lost in my mind. Only you give me the wings to fly. Why
Wow.
don't you save me from myself tonight?
Wow, this is deep. This is so deep already. Like, obviously, like I said to you, I've listened to the song and I can connect with it. But this right here is James mentioned that all his songs are written from a place of hurting or of pain, and this is where these songs have like come to fruition. And so this right here is like he's free falling, like he's almost lost and almost forgotten about. He's there in the world and everything's moving around him like a clock face is constantly moving around, but he's just being completely ignored. And there's only really one person that can give him that reassurance, and that's what he's going with. So it's already 33 seconds in, and it's so deep. This is incredible, James.
You know, journey down the road's got a new love. And Jimmy got the job like you said he would.
Wow.
Let's see how long it lasts, cause we know what they're like. I'm falling through the cracks as I watch the world go by. With my head against the glass like a jealous guy.
Wow, I'm gonna have to stop because this is hitting me so deep, like to the depths of my core. I'm not saying this from a biased perspective because I'm a huge James fan, but this is one of the main reasons why I love him as an artist, because vocally he creates masterpieces. He opens himself up from his vulnerability. Like we as fans see James Arthur as this the best singer out there, the best person that writes songs, the best person that sings, all this sort of stuff. And he appreciates the fans, and his family are an amazing family, and they appreciate the fans and what they do for James, their son or brother, or whatever it might be. But James is there and he appreciates it, but he's just constantly like having all these people at him, and he's got this life and he's got this life, and he's been pulled and pillar to post, and people screaming his name and people saying I love you and all this sort of stuff. And it's just like, poor bloke. Like I know he's in that world, but I wonder as an artist, this is where this comes from, because being in the music industry world and being a celebrity must be so challenging, and the pressure on you must be unreal. And yet you can't have your moments, you can't say anything untoward on social media or any of that stuff. And I feel like this song here is really coming from that point where he's just being open. He's just talks about, he's referring to this person that he regularly connects to, and yet he's like, Jenny down the road's got a new man, and yet this person's got the job like you said he would, and he's just got his head against the glass, and he's just like, he's having it, like, this is him, this is his personality, this is his life, this is the challenges that he's facing, and yet no one seems to care, because the world around him is continuing to move in a way that just almost you're just a number and you're just ignored. So this is so deep. And I'm getting emotional with this because I feel the connection with this. I really do. And I have I've had a bit of absence, and I've moved a completely different location. I've had to completely transform my life around. And that was hard, but I really feel right now that this is me. I feel like this is me because I can connect and resonate with what James is saying, and that's how deep this is for me.
Maybe I'm free falling. Maybe I'm out of time. Tell me I'm worth something. Maybe they're right about me. Maybe I've lost my mind. Only I give me the rest of life. Why don't you save me from myself tonight? Why don't you save me from myself tonight?
So there's so many points here. I love the music arrangement with the orchestra in the background. I love the way that he's added that in because it gives it that sort of movie-esque feel. It gives it that emotional and romantic context to it. I love how they've created this video. Because the Joker, like in regards to like the white face, the red nose, the tears, the clown sort of look, you know, that's how he feels, man. That's how like he's trying to really go deep right now and say to us that there's moments where he has to put on this happy face, and I'm all like, hey, and they're wonderful, and la da da da, and everything else, and yet really deep down he is breaking inside, and it's deep, and 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 I and this reminds me a little bit of Robin Williams actually, where he was constantly happy and alert and constantly putting on a show for people, yet really deep down he was struggling, and I can really hit with this, having gone through what I've gone through. This is I'm gonna keep it together, but this is tough. This is a real hard watch, but because it's so good. Now, I must say also that this often doesn't happen with just random with other artists. It's specific artists because I connect. There's a story being told right now. There is a connection of reality. And I love the fact that James could say no. He couldn't write this stuff. He could leave it because he doesn't want to be vulnerable, but he does it because he knows his fans will appreciate it, and he feels brave enough to leave himself out there completely exposed. And this is a masterclass right now.
Maybe I'm free falling. Maybe I'm out of time. Tell me I'm worth something. Maybe they're right about me. Maybe I'm lost in my face.
Wow.
Give me the rest of life. Why don't you save me from myself tonight?
Wow. Wow. So good. I'm going to go back to this point. This epitomizes not only the video is an excellent choice, and it's fantastic, and it's so good, and I like the cinematics to this and the way they've done it, and that almost that privacy with a single light in the back of a taxi or a car, and he's being himself and saying yes, I'll do that. No. But this part over here that we're about to come up to, that we've just listened to, really, I love the rasp. I love the falsetto when he hits it. I love the way that he does his vibrato. I love the way that he does his James Arthur runs. Like this is like a cry in music terms, I feel personally, when James sings like this, because he just goes for it, you know? I just really want to capture that again right now. So let's play this. I'm just going to go in this bit.
Tell me something.
Come on. Come on, James. Come on. Woo! Wow. That right there is James Arthur's excellence. It really is. It's just exquisite. He's an incredible artist, and I challenge anyone to find a better artist with the videos and the music and everything else. He is just world class. There's no question about it. It's so good. I absolutely love this. I love the fact right at the end there is probably a real life situation as well, where he talks about, maybe they are right, because he's got into that defeatist mind, and yet I almost feel like the sorriness, but that connection that I went through, because he's there. There's no one around him. There's no one to support him, and I'm sure there is in reality, and I'm sure there's family and there's loved ones and everything else that are there. Of course there are, but when you're in that position, as the eldest, as I am, you look at it and you go, we've flown the nest. You don't want to bother your mum with this, and you don't want to bother your dad with that, and you don't want to let your brothers and sisters know that you are struggling, because it's your responsibility to look after them. And I really feel that in right now he's having to fight and battle and struggle this right now, and this is what I just love about this depiction. And I'm going to stop, because I'm just getting to that point where I think I might just tip over the edge, but I love this. And this song for me is definitely picked to number 3 in my favorites right now, especially with this video. This video really makes this song as well. It gives it a different dimension, which was definitely needed, and I love it. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know what you think about this. Do you feel, do you hear what I'm saying? Do you feel differently? Put your comments in the comment section below. I'd love to know what you think. And incredible, again, videography on this. The way, the characteristics, the clown items, just it's on point, and it's a fantastic video, and it hits hard. So anyway, thanks guys for tuning in, and I will speak to you soon. Stay tuned for the next one on James's album. Cheers guys, bye.